Proverbs 31 verse 10 says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies." Hello friends, I'd like to welcome you to Meditaciones Hello, today's date is August 13th, 2021. I'm reading from our women's devotional called Brushstrokes of God's Love. Today's title says, Down the Hole. In Proverbs chapter 31 verse 28 it reads, "Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her." Some time ago, while I was working with a teenager in therapy, I asked him what his greatest fear was. I gave him a piece of paper and a pencil and asked him to respond through a drawing without using words. He waited a few seconds, then very determined, bent over the sheet of paper and energetically began to draw. The lines were straight and very clear. At the end, he gave me a drawing with the title, Falling in the Hole. He raised his head and said, "When my mother mistreats me, it's as if I am falling into a black hole." And he remained silent. I took his hand and gave him a tissue to dry up the tears that were wetting his cheeks. Being a mother is a great privilege, but it also entails responsibility, self-control, patience, kindness, and very often, overcoming fatigue that the household chores produce, triggering bad mood and irritability. Raising children can be exhausting, even with the Father's help. Only depending on God can help us fulfill this task that we very often take on through our own will and personal desire. We don't only give life to our children, we must also teach them how to use it, especially in the early years when they are vulnerable and their characters are being built. As mothers, it's only through God's love that we can see our love for our child truly blossom. Falling into the dark hole of misunderstanding, intolerance, constant rejection, complaints, rigidity, and possibly the physical and emotional violence of a mother is a lethal condition that can destroy the child's nature and make rebellion, aggressiveness, anger, and resentment grow within a child. Mothers who subject their children to these emotional storms may easily end up sending into the world individuals angry with everyone and in deep rebellion against God. Dear friend, if you are a mother, it is important for you to understand with God's help the following suggestions. Children are not bad, even though they sometimes do wrong things. Help to foster their independence by allowing them to make some decisions. Correct them respectfully by taking into account the individual needs of the child. Affection demonstrated in words, loving actions, and gestures of positive attention generate in the child the wish to obey and be useful. Get rid of destructive stress by spending time with God in prayer. We invite you to listen to Radio Joven Adventista at www.jovenadventista.com. And please share this devotion on your social media with hashtag Women's Devotional, hashtag Radio Joven Adventista, and hashtag Meditaciones Diarias. We'd also like to invite you to download the Meditaciones Diarias app, available for both Android and Apple. I'd like to say thank you for visiting us here at meditacionesdiarias.com. May you have a blessed day.